Hi, scholars and parents. This is Ms. Palmer. I am about to do an example from the first page of homework 6.4. Unlike the video over the weekend, this video should be super short. We are just reviewing how to write decimals in many different forms. This is practice writing it in all different forms so that you become an expert. So the number that we're working with is 1 24 hundredths. This is what it looks like in standard form or decimal form. We need to first show how it looks using a picture. So we have these blocks. And the reason that we have two blocks here is because our number is greater than one whole, and one set of blocks represents one whole, but it's less than two. So 2 is enough. So first, we're going to use this block here. We're going to shade the entire thing because that's equal to one whole. Then, moving over here, we have 24 hundredths left after we shade one whole. So we have to shade in 24 out of the 100 little boxes that are on this page. We could count them one by one, but we know that they're in columns of 10. So we're going to shade one column, that gives us 10, shade the two columns, that gives us 20, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. That gives us 24 out of 100. I put some labels on here for myself just so that I was super clear what each set of boxes represents. The next form we need to do is fraction form. For fraction form, it's actually a mixed number because it has a whole number and a fraction. Our whole number is 1 because we have one whole, and it's 24 hundredths because the last digit is in the hundredths place. That will always tell us what our denominator is. If we didn't have a digit in the hundredths place, if it was 1 2 tenths, since tenths is the last digit, that would be our denominator. But in this case, it is hundredths because the 4 is in the hundredths place. The next form, this is something we learned today. It is new. It's called expanded form. When we call it expanded form, we mean decimals, but expanded to their place value. So we write each place value separately. There is a 1 in the ones place or in the whole. So we have one whole plus 2 tenths because there is a 2 in the tenths place, plus 4 hundredths because there is a 4 in the hundredths place. Let's go back to our original number. We have a 1 in the ones place, a 2 in the tenths place, and a 4 in the hundredths place. So we've just written those in an expanded form. I added 2 other forms here just for extra practice. You can choose to add these to your homework or not, but I wanted you to see 2 more examples just in case they ask you this on the back. The first is word form. Word form is simply writing in words what you would say out loud when you read the decimal, and that is 1 24 hundredths. Again, you always use the last digit to give you you always say the name of the last digit when you read the number. And then the last way is fraction notation. This is just like expanded form, but instead of in decimals, like we have up here, we use fractions. So in the ones place, we have a 1, we have one whole, and then we have 2 in the tenths place, so we have 2 tenths, and we have 4 in the hundredths place, so 4 hundredths. So 1 2 tenths and 4 hundredths. And that is how you write this number in many different ways. Go ahead and try the back on your own. Thank you very much. See you tomorrow.